These exercises are a series of standing exercises you can perform during pregnancy, especially in the last trimester, to keep your legs strong and your pelvis strong. So starting with your feet hip width apart, you can add some light weights and just start with a squat. So like you're sitting back on a chair, straight back, even weight through your feet, 10 to 15 squats, and you can add arm lifts in front. Then to progress, you're going to do a heel lift when you're down there. So squat down, raise your heels, lower your heels, and then come back up. Squat down, raise your heels, lower your heels, and back up. Good. Keep this going for 10 to 15, and you'll be feeling your legs warming up. Then with straight legs, you're going to do some calf raises to warm up those legs a bit more. So get your balance, lift your heels, nice and even weight through your feet, and you can do side arm raises with light weights. Try and keep your back straight and draw your belly in from the front. 10 to 20 calf raises. And then we're going to turn around and do some scooter press backs. So on your side, you're going to bend your knees, have a nice straight back, and you're going to push back with one leg. Tap it on the ground, bring it back in. So again, 10 to 20. You can add a tricep press with these weights. If you have pelvic pain in the front of your pubic bone, don't do this one. Or slide your foot along the ground instead of lifting it off. So slide and return. And then the other side. So either tap the foot or slide it along the ground. If you've got floorboards or something, you can run a tea towel or a sock along. It makes it a little bit easier to slide that leg, but keep that back nice and straight. And keep your weight in your opposite leg as you do 10 to 20 of these. Really good for pelvic stability. Then we'll do the same thing, but out to the side. So you're tapping one leg out to the side. You're keeping your stabilizing leg bent, soft at the knee, straight back. And you can add lateral arm raises with this one. Arms to the side, tapping that leg out and in. Good. Standing up and 10 to 20 on the other side. So again, slide the foot if you've got any pelvic pain, or tap the foot if you don't have any pain. If you've got pubic pain at the front of your pelvis, I suggest not doing this one. Stick to your standing squats with both feet on the ground. Well done. Then back to that split stance. Again, only if you don't have any pelvic pain. The back leg is going to drop down for a lunge. Make sure you're not too far back with your back leg, and then you're going to drop down and bicep curl. Again, just go halfway down, keep your back straight, 10 to 20. And you should feel this in the thighs. So little pulses to finish with at the end of your set, and then changing sides. So back is nice and straight, bend both knees and drop down. So important here to keep your pelvis very level. So if you feel you can't control your hips and you're dropping down on one side, stick to the double leg squats. So important here to keep your pelvis very even. Hold your belly in, and then finishing with pulses again on this side. 10 little pulses. Well done. Okay, then we're just going to stretch that back leg, push the heel down, Bend your front leg and you should get a nice stretch into that back calf and also into the front of your hip joint. So hold this stretch, lean into your front leg and tricep press the opposite arm. Bend and straighten that elbow. Take the weight behind your head, 10 to 15, and then bend that back leg to get a little stretch in the calf, and then around to the other side. So start with a straight knee, heel to the ground, lunge forward and feel that stretch in the front of your hip and down the back of your calf. Tricep press, 10 to 15, and then a bent knee stretch to get into that calf. Now we're going to move into some kneeling exercises. They can also be done in standing. But starting with some rotations, hold the weights at your chest and you're going to rotate just your torso around to each side, like you're steering those weights around with your abdominals. Hold your belly in and breathe. So keep your hips nice and still and just working through your upper chest and torso. So 6 to 8 each side in sitting, standing or kneeling. And then a nice big side stretch, again, can be done in standing or kneeling. Take the arm over your head, drop the other arm down towards your knee and stretch out those ribs and waist. This will allow more room for your baby to grow in a better position and stretch out those tight muscles. So just some nice deep breathing here, side to side. And then we're going to do some lean backs. So keep your back nice and straight. This works your thighs and your abdominals. As your belly gets bigger, you will find this harder. So you need to hold your belly in and not let it pop out in front of you like a doming effect. Just keep it in the range you can manage. As you get bigger, you won't be able to go back as far. Smaller belly, you'll probably be able to go back a little bit further. It depends on your abdominal control. You can do this with your arms up, holding onto weights. This will be a little bit more challenging. Otherwise, you can do it with your arms across your chest or by your side. You can also add some arm floats as well to make it more challenging when you're back there. Good, then just have a stretch through those thighs. So 1 foot forward, lunge forward and feel that stretch into the front of your hip. And the other side. Hold your stretches 20 to 30 seconds and breathe, and they should be in a comfortable range. Nothing should be painful. And then a hamstring stretch down the back of your leg. Take one leg forward, lean into it, and then the other side. Well done. That's your leg exercises for pregnancy in standing and kneeling.